Hi guys, Misha Crossing here. Today for my Dreamtown video, I'm actually doing one of my own towns. This is the dreamy town of Rivendell. This is my first town I ever made, and I love it so much. I just recently updated the dream address for it to work with the Welcome Amiibo update, and I moved just a couple teensy tiny little things around in town, but for the most part, everything is the same. I've got two outfits laid out here. I'm gonna wear the girlier, I guess, one. And there's also the megaphone down here. This one over here is the royal, the king outfit. For some reason I thought it was the bear costume, but that's what I had in Fawn, my other town. So we're gonna be a little princess here. Oh, aren't we so cute? Now, Rivendell is very loosely based on Lord of the Rings. All the characters are named after Lord of the Rings characters. There's Arwen, who is technically the mayor of the town, Frodo up there, and then Gala for Galadriel, and Sam. So I will start by going down this direction. These paths they were made by Nookling.net, if you've ever heard of that Tumblr. It's Nookling, and her Dreamtown is Lylane, and you can go to her Dreamtown to get those paths from Wendell. There's a little cute bear face cut out. This town is very different from my, I guess, like, town tastes now, or just the way that I go about decorating a town, I would say, but I still love it a lot. It's my first town, and I put a lot of work into it. Most of this was built without hacking. It was built pre-hacks, and I really think the cat machine works really well with this town hall. But then I did use, like, all these villagers' houses up here, I put up there by plot resetting for the most part. I think I used to have two villagers down here, like one above the police station and one above the plaza, like, to make it look symmetrical and have them down there, because all these villagers could not, the game wouldn't allow all those houses to fit up there, but I ended up going in with the save editor and making it work. But that was much later down the line. So the campground is right over here. This is where it naturally showed up. I didn't move it around, but it doesn't look too bad over there. Then up here above the town hall, this area, you've got your town library and cafe over here, and the town inn on this side. So let's go up into the library and cafe. So this is Galadriel's house. I think I actually just saw her outside, but we'll go talk to her. So just big library, lots of bookshelves, lots of the Rococo furniture customized to the pink coloring. And on either side of the main library are these kind of like private study rooms, I guess is what you would call them, with little desks, and they're both pretty much identical, just kind of mirror images of each other, so I'm not going to go into the other one. Upstairs is the cafe. Here we are, and it's just so bright and pink and happy. Lots of we've got the sweet series here with the, what's that called? That's the princess low table or coffee table. I don't know what you call it. And then these lamps, which just look like ice cream sundaes. Whoops. And a dessert counter, the checkout lady right here, some coffee making materials back there, and a little lounge where you can sit and read your book that you got downstairs at the library. I thought Galadriel would be a good kind of like curator of books and knowledge. That'd be a good role for her in an Animal Crossing town. So like I said, this isn't made to look exactly like Rivendell or anything. It's just very loosely Lord of the Rings based. Oh, there she is. Welcome to Rivendell. Oh, and here's Sam. Potatoes. That's been his saying forever, and I'm never changing it. No one can make me. I like this road leading up to the cafe with the bushes in between. Let me go to the town inn over here, Sam's house, and then we'll check out what's on either side of the cafe. So here is the, I guess, reception area, the lobby of the hotel. And on either side down here are guest rooms. There are 2 different sizes. This is the medium-sized room, 2 queen beds, a little sitting area down here with your fossil that I guess you would find exploring Rivendell, or exploring Middle-earth, really. There's also an area for the Shire in this town, which is one of my favorite parts of town. Excited to show that off. I do have another video touring Rivendell, but it was one of my very first videos that I ever made, and it's pretty crappy video and audio quality. Plus, with this one, the dream address I have works with the Welcome Amiibo update, so you all can now visit, which is super exciting. My town Fawn, I know people probably ask about it. That was the second town I made. It was a forest fairy town, very bright and happy and overgrown. But its Dreamtown got erased with the Welcome Amiibo update, and I have a backup save file of it, but it's for the old hacking method, the RAM hacking method, if you remember that. So it doesn't work with the new like save manager and everything, so there's no way for me to get that town back right now, unfortunately, but it's a good town. I've got pictures of it on my Tumblr, and there's a video tour of it here on YouTube. And this upstairs is like the Hobbit-sized room that the Hobbits stay in Fellowship of the Ring. Just got their 4 little Hobbit-sized beds. And really this rocking chair should have gone by the window, like for the one that Aragorn was watching, the ring wraiths while sitting in a chair, but that's where it wound up. The interiors, I've definitely drastically changed the way that I decorate the interiors of homes now, so there are some things I would like to change, but at the same time I kind of want to move on to other towns and other projects. So up here's a little picnic area in front of the waterfall. And then on the left side of the cafe there's a little sitting area that I made out of stumps and bushes. The stumps to be, you know, the chairs, and the bushes to be the tables, so people can bring their coffee out here and enjoy a little mystical cafe experience. There's the bus stop right here. There's another outfit here, the white tuxedo. Through here, I've got the bulletin board, message board right here with the wisteria trellises. This is another female outfit, the blue dotted dress, and I think the bow wig, yeah. And here's the Shire, the sign pointing up to the Shire. We might as well go ahead and go up here. I've got this windy path with cedar trees, and the colors of the flowers have changed to black and white, and then this one special gold one right here. It leads up to Frodo's little hobbit hole. He's got an orchard in the back around his house. These hobbits have to have a lot of food, and they like to grow it themselves. They love gardening. I guess Frodo doesn't really love gardening. I guess Sam comes over and does Frodo's gardening for him. Kick your feet up for a bit. Relax in this cozy hobbit hole here. I do really like Frodo's house. Like all the other houses, there are things that I would change, just from having a different sense of style and decoration taste now, but I still really, really like it. Like all the different stew pots and cooking equipment in the kitchen here. And a little treat, some donuts. In the back of the house is his bedroom, which is, to be honest, my least favorite room. I think I threw it together kind of hastily. I remember towards the end of building my town. But I still like the backpack and the different mush series furniture. Not a big fan of the Alpine chair. I definitely could have done something different with that, but still nice and cozy and Hobbit-like, I think. And to the right is Bilbo's study. The movies, he's always working on his book in here, poring over old maps. There, this stack of books is the only thing that I've added from the Welcome Amiibo update. I thought this room just had to have it to make it look slightly more cluttered. But there are different items I could use to show, like, the treasure that Bilbo has acquired on his adventures, and different maps, and I could use the papers sprawled out on the floor. And the upstairs is just a normal attic. And that creepy little thing, I didn't really... Because it's a hobbit hole, he doesn't have an upstairs, so... But you have to have an upstairs to expand other rooms, so I added it there anyways. And I'll take you down on the beach for a minute. The whole beach looks like this, has these types of paths, and they're lined by lilies and roses. They just alternate colors. Every, like a fourth of the beach are these white and pink, and then eventually it'll turn into, yeah, purple and white, and it'll keep changing. There are a couple of presents along the pathways, but for the most part it's pretty simple. And then there's a couple of wetsuits up here. The secret beach is up there. There isn't really anything up there. I just put some feathers and some gems just to look cute. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and go up this way, and then I'll come back down around to the south of town before we end. And here's Mayor Arwen. She's got her even star necklace on, and she just says, "My Tumblr." Casual self-promotion. Added the magic lamp right there. I love this sign, "Do not feed the animals." An outdoor chair here by the river for some relaxation. And this whole north of town has pink and white carnations. Those are two of my favorite flowers. Here's Arwen's royal palace. Let's explore it before looking at the rest of the northern half of town. This main room I kind of made to look like an outdoor courtyard area, basically, with the, because there's the columns and there are actual kind of palace walls as the wallpaper. But I also just like the combination of the regal type stone, the stone looking designs mixed with the natural grass and flowers and mushroom stuff. But the rest of the house is completely like modern and regal and bright and pink. I love this kitchen. I really love designing kitchens, and this one was a really fun process. It took a while to get just right. Got a big dining table with lots of sweets and treats, and a big cooking area. I think that might be my favorite room of the house. Maybe. Back here. Oh, I didn't even go in this room whenever I was doing the update, so I haven't been in this one in a while, but it's a spa. Same Rococo walls. And there's a clam right here, but the music player's already playing Stale Cupcakes, which I think is also in the clam. Then some of the mermaid series is in here, mixed with the kind of white marbled regal looking stuff. I think it makes it look just a bit more magical and serene. And to the right is the royal study, the office, the library. There's a harpsichord right here. Some merlines with, oh, I forgot I put bells right there. That's funny. Reading, I like this reading nook over here. It feels really cozy. Then there's a desk up here, which I should have put a chair back here. I don't know why I didn't. I think because with the Rococo chair you couldn't actually sit in it. I don't know. And a couple bookcases. I think this is my favorite customization of the Rococo series, that blue and gold. Looks so nice. Okay, we got an upstairs and a downstairs as well. Up here is the princess room, which I think when I first started playing Animal Crossing, it was just kind of popular to have a room. I mean, at first it was popular to have like a room per, or a series per room, like a set furniture series. But it was also pretty popular to have a room with the princess series in particular, I think. And this has always been my favorite Gracie series. I love the little rose canopy around the princess bed. It matches the azalea bonsai right next to it. And Marshall's picture's up here. Maybe he's a special citizen to Arwen. And the basement is Arwen's like greenhouse nursery. This room is completely maxed out on items. I remember decorating it and trying to put more flowers down right here in front of all of these, but it kept telling me it was at capacity, that I couldn't set anything else down. But these saplings and things you can walk through like this don't actually count as items, so I could still put them down even though the room was at its item limit. So yep, lots of flowers. That's it. But I like it. That is, yeah, that's all the houses of Rivendell. Hello again, Arwen. Over here, this town is very symmetrical. Very kind of evenly, everything's very evenly laid out, so the paths on each side of the house are kind of mirror images of each other, with signs and the different trees. There's just not room for a chair over there, but there's a little stump with some mushrooms and a book right here. Then the rest of the north of town is pretty much just my cutie pie villagers. You must be a new visitor. Well, I'd love to show you the sights, but I'm feeling strangely groggy today. I sure hope you have fun visiting, Sulky. Diana, that's a shirt that I made for the villagers to wear. It has just a little collar and some buttons, and I laid out a few different colors for them to choose from, and some of them are actually wearing those. Oh no! Sorry, my screensaver just started. And then a lot of them are wearing the sailor shirt that Maple is wearing, which is so super duper cute. And if you're wondering where to get any of the designs in Rivendell, like I said, the main pathway comes from Nookleen's town of Lylane. But everything else you can find on my Tumblr, which I'll link in the description box. It's like my Rivendell town page. It has all the different designs I use in Rivendell, and actually all the designs I have used in the past in Rivendell in different versions. This is a really funny part because I added in a house right here. This is Bob's house, where a house normally can't go because there isn't enough room, but villager houses have to have a 2-space buffer in front of them, so it just added the space, and now you can set designs down and walk on the water and bury things right here. It's interesting little side effect of the hack. Okay, yeah, and down there you can see the private beach. There's not really much going on down there. Oh, hi Molly. And if you're wondering what villagers I have, it's, whoops, Molly, Flurry, Bob, Fang, Dottie, Marshall, Diana, Zucker, Shari, and Maple. And so yeah, this up here, just more villager houses. I think all of these fit naturally up here. And then there's the water well and a stump with a present. There are a lot of presents around Rivendell, so if you visit you should open them all and have fun with them. I know there's like some throwing beans and different ice creams and pinwheels and things like that. So now we just need to go through the southern part of town. There's a picnic blanket right here, right below the Shire. I feel like Frodo would come down here to eat his meals sometimes. And the windmill. Classic police station. Which I used to have the modern police station. This is one thing I changed when I was doing the Welcome Amiibo updates. I had to like move a villager back in because someone had moved out, and I think I had to add some trees back in a couple of places, and then I changed the modern police station to the classic because it just works so much better in Rivendell. And over here's retail. Down here is the campsite area surrounded by cedar trees and a couple of the fire pit with a couple of stumps here. This is another thing I changed with the Welcome Amiibo update. I think I did have like 2 stumps right here where the log bench is, and then I had 2 presents sitting right here. And the presents just looked weird because when you picked them up, then there was just a gap in the grass. So I thought it'd be better to have the stumps here, and the log bench down here kind of reminds me of the campground from the Welcome Amiibo update. And this little path just leads down to the beach, and you can see here where the flowers change color again. Over here I have the bride outfit, the wedding gown and veil. And there's a little stepping stone path that goes down the bottom of town, but then right above it there's the wide path. Fairy tale clock and a little pond up here with some stepping stones beside it. Goes right beside the plaza. Oh, and then, yeah, let me go down here. Down here are some bell trees. And yeah, we have been down here to see all of this now. So that is all of Rivendell. Like I said, this was my first town I ever made. Spent a long time on it. Most of it without hacking, but towards the end I made some adjustments with it. And I'm very proud of this town. It'll always be my firstborn, and I'll cherish it till the end of my days. I'm glad I got it. Finally stopped procrastinating getting it to be updated. I just needed a few minor things moved around. So I hope you all will visit. The dream address is in the description box. Also, like I said, if you want any designs from Rivendell, they're all linked on my Rivendell page on my Tumblr, which is also linked in the description box. So I will be back soon with a new video. If you want to follow my other social media, that's all down in the description box too. You all have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.